I'm Dr. Julie Lynn, founder of the System-Based Pattern Mapping. On this channel, I help women who have been told their labs are normal but still don't feel well finally understand why they feel the way they do. We decode fatigue, brain fog, hormone shifts, gut issues, and chronic symptoms by looking at how your body systems are communicating, where they're compensating, and what they're actually asking for. This isn't symptom chasing, it's pattern recognition, physiological clarity, and real healing pathways. If you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding your body, you're in the right place. They see symptoms, I see patterns.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Julie Lynn, founder of the Systems-Based Body Mapping Solution. And I help women take the mystery out of their mystery symptoms. When women experience hormonal changes, they think that their hormones are off. But that's not entirely true, because when hormones get wild, it's usually a combination of timing and coordination. If your sleep is all over the place, if your mood feels more intense at times, if your cycle feels unpredictable, or if you feel like most of my clients exhausted during the day but wide awake in the night, you're going to want to stick around, because I'm going to explain why your hormones are not failing you. They are responding to a system that has been compensating for and adapting to multi-system strain. I hear this constantly. My PMS is worse than it used to be. I wake up at 3 a.m. every night and can't go back to sleep. I feel emotional for no reason. I can't lose weight and everything bothers me. And I don't know why. When women seek out help, they are often told it's perimenopause, it's your thyroid, and my favorite, it's aging. But here's what systems-based medicine shows us. The body functions as a coordinated network. Hormones are not isolated chemicals that randomly misfire. They are messengers operating inside a feedback loop. When regulation across that network becomes strained, hormone timing shifts. And when timing is off, the communication also breaks down. In my work, this lives in the hormone rhythm and stress regulation layer number 5, inside the 7-step stabilization sequence. This layer governs timing of circadian rhythm, stress response rhythm, monthly cycle timing, and sleep-wake regulation. Hormones depend on synchronized signaling, which is the way that they communicate. When communication weakens, rhythm gets disrupted. And when this rhythm shifts, everything feels off. If you go back to the symphony analogy, if the conductor is communicating in a steady pace, the musicians can play in sync. But if he started communicating erratically out of nowhere, all of a sudden, the musicians would have to try to catch up. But they all continued to play. And what we would hear might not be a coherent piece of music. Hormone regulation depends on the nervous system, mitochondrial energy production, immune balance, gut-brain communication, and liver detox pathways, as well as blood sugar regulation, stress response signaling. These systems form an integrated network, and each system in this network relies on the next. This is how multi-system dysfunction happens. If energy availability drops, signaling changes. If inflammatory load rises, hormones sensitivity shift. If sleep fragments, cortisol timing alters, and the body compensates to maintain function. When someone has layer 5 strain, I can usually detect this on standard labs. For example, stress-related CBC patterns are usually pretty obvious. Subtle inflammatory trends, thyroid markers drifting towards suboptimal levels, blood sugar instability, low ferritin, and other micronutrient reserves. Initially, these may not look dramatic, but in systems language, they reveal regulatory strain. Small shifts in feedback loops create larger shifts in timing in the cascade. Here's the pattern. When I map the pattern, I often see things like chronic stress load, reduced mitochondrial resistance, inflammation signaling, blood sugar vulnerability, sleep disruption, and gut strain. What this tells me is that the system has been working extremely hard to maintain stability. Hormonal shifts are part of that adaptation process. Again, they are signals of a network that is saying it's overloaded. This is what we refer to as allostatic load, or the accumulation of strain over time. So you might be thinking, what causes this? And some of the most common drivers include persistent cortisol activation, think fight or flight, sleep that's disrupted, gut dysbiosis, inflammation burden, nutrient depletion, environmental stress, emotional stress. All of these disrupt the feedback loops. When feedback loops are unstable, hormone timing becomes inconsistent. Some of the symptoms that you might be experiencing, especially when you have layer 5 dysregulation, include your PMS symptoms might intensify, mood swings and shifts out of nowhere, nightly waking like 3 o'clock in the morning, but can't fall back to sleep, afternoon crashes, can't lose weight, your hair's thinning, low libido, and cold intolerance. And I understand this all feels very chaotic, but I want you to know that your body is a coordinated system and it's doing exactly what it's meant to do. It's adapting to keep you alive. Your body adapts in a sequence, and I want you to know it heals in a sequence also. In the systems-based pattern mapping solution, we don't attack hormones directly. It doesn't work. We restore regulation, and we do this by stabilizing the nervous system. We rebuild the mitochondrial capacity, reduce inflammatory load, support gut integrity, improve detox pathways, regulate blood sugar, and reestablish your sleep rhythm. As regulation strengthens, these feedback loops stabilize. As the feedback loops stabilize, coordination improves. And when coordination improves, sleep becomes less disrupted, cycles regulate, mood stabilizes, stress tolerance returns, hormones recalibrate because the network is now synchronized again. Here's what I really want you to know. This is the takeaway from today's video. You're not hormonal. You're not broken. You're not crazy, and you're not imagining this. Your body has been intelligently compensating to keep you functional. Now it's ready for recalibration. If you recognized yourself in this pattern, if you are tired of adjusting hormone levels without lasting relief or change, if you want to understand the network driving your symptoms, I'd love to support you. Book a Reveal lab analysis and explore the systems-based pattern mapping solution for yourself. We'll identify your pattern, clarify your regulatory strain, and restore coordination. Again, I'm Dr. Julie Lynn. They see symptoms, I see patterns. So bring me your normal labs and I'll show you what they've been missing. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.